bass go. Chat. Hello, chat. What is up? What is crack-a-lackin'? Let's turn our music down a little bit. Turn it down a little more. Hello, chat. Oh, chat. Okay, check this out. You guys are gonna be real impressed. Look at this. Now, the thing, boom. We can turn it on and off, and it won't refresh everything when we update it, I think. Or maybe it will. Chat, you know what? I didn't even try. So if I hit... So let's type something. Let's type, that. Oh, look at that. And then if we hit save, doesn't do anything, chat. We like it. Anyways, what's up? My hair's a little crazy. Took a little nap today. It was great. It's a little rainy outside. And we're gonna play some Magic. Not really sure what we're gonna play, as usual. Funny enough, I was playing with Gaia's Might today, and then someone told me that Aspiring Spike built the same deck for Modern on stream, but his is probably just better than ours. And I'll be honest, I didn't even know he was building his. But he built Breakout Tifa with Brawler and Ragavan and Scion and stuff, which I know we don't have all those, but it's funny that he was playing Domain and we were also playing Domain with Tifa. But anywho, I have this list, which seems like a pile. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet, or if it will work. We basically took like Modern Primetime, and then I cut all the Primetimes, and we're playing the Wandering Minstrel versus Amulet. And we're just gonna try and wombo combo people with like Tifa and stuff, I think. That's the plan. We get to play some really fun stuff in terms of lands, like Echoing Deep, Shifting Woodland, Handwear Battlelands, all sorts of cool stuff. So it might be cute, might not. I thought we'd maybe start there. And then after that, you know, World is our oyster. So we're going to call this Minstrel Tifa version 1. We're going to throw it up on Moxfield. No, Frozen, I'm sorry. I was busy. I got caught up with some family stuff, so I wasn't able to play. I wanted to. I'll try to hop into the next one, but timing just didn't work out quite well enough for me. Did you play in them? Let's look for like a... Ooh, a little different vibe. 5-2. Oh, Theory X. Oh, that's that's funny. Yeah, I was talking to him in Discord. I think you did pretty well. What were you playing? Just jet combo. Ah, okay, yeah, I see. Seems pretty good against a field of Soren. So anyways, so it's like Titanless primetime, I guess. Main win cons are Chocobo, Brushfire, Tifa. We also have Brizzly Bill in there just in case. And then our goal is to find the Wandering Minstrel. In order to do that, we have Finale of Devastation, as well as Archdruid's Charm. We also are playing Traveling Chocobo because it lets us play lands off the top and sort of triggers double as we go. But then once we do that, we're basically trying to scape shift. If we can, use that mana to, you know, bring back stuff with Aftermath Analyst, but hopefully the single scape shift is enough to kill people off of, you know, 4 to 6 lands off of like Azusa and things like that. But I just don't know. Probably want to go up on some number of Archdruid's Charms, but we are just gonna kind of see what happens and how we do. I was looking at random sideboard stuff. We're gonna build a really weird sideboard. I think we're gonna play this a little bit first in best of one, because I just want to see if it actually works in Historic, and then from there we'll probably take it right into best of 3 if I have a proper sideboard for it. I want to play Valka Exploration. I'm just basing it off. I was looking at all sorts of lists. So we're going to play a couple Fire Magics. Obviously, we don't have Force of Vigors. I want to play 6. Where's actual 6? I want to play actual 6. I think we should play a couple of Scoot Swarms. We only have 1, so never mind. What else do we have with Landfall? Do we have anything that gains life with Landfall? We're gonna play 2 of these, chat. Chat, we have Nature's Claim, right? Yeah, we do. I want to play 3 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this guy plays a lot of Amulet, huh? Love that. We'll probably just play a couple Tormod's Crypts to finish her off. Alright, chat. Yeah, let's just go see what we can do. If we don't do that, I'm not really sure what we're gonna play. So that's basically how our streams go. And we'll just fire up. But Frozen, how much did you run into a lot of Soren? It's all I heard all weekend. Those people, as I was like hopping through different Discords, I just saw everyone playing Soren and running into Soren. It seemed wild. Okay, so guys, look at, we have this new thing to update. Aren't you proud of me? So we're playing Minstrel, Tifa. We're gonna lead on a starting town. And we're in Historic. Ooh, look at this, chat. Wandering Minstrel. Corey Steelcutter, love it. Second Minstrel, very cool, chat. We'll play a Spelunking here. Yeah. We also might want to play one Cascading... What is it? Cascading Cataracts to if we want to activate Wandering Minstrel. Ran 3 Sorens, beat 2 of them. Third was Ethereax, yeah. Found card game, got Thoughtseize after a mull to 5. Oof, that's tough. My other loss was to Aura as well in the draw, and they just had it. Yeah, I got you. Okay, so let's do this for 2. And we'll search our library. We'll go grab Tifa. And we'll swing for 1. Cool. And then this is historic best of 1. And then if we hit save, look at that, chat. It no longer ruins chat when we do stuff. Ooh, we're going to get hit for a bunch here, huh? Especially if he has a burn spell for Death Shadow. Heck yeah, brother. Except opponent might just be dead. If we're being honest. Are we dead? No, not yet, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coming at us. Ow. Okay, so we can town, and then we can QQ. Oh, sorry. Let's go green, green, and then we can scape shift. And then he just dies to a Tifa Lockhart doubling 6 times. Nice! Sick. Yeah. But, Frozen, did you at least have fun? That's what really matters. Oh, the other deck I wanted to play this in was I wanted to try Modern Minstrel. We played a Teamer Risen Reef deck that I also wanted to test it in, but we'll figure that out. Put it on Elvish Mystic. We might be a little slow. We don't really need a stomping ground. Yeah, I started 4 and then lost 3 straight. Oof. That's all I say. Oof. Damn. That sucks. We're just gonna play a Tifa here. This game's life if you put a cave on the field, right? Yeah. This was a slow hand. I don't think we can destroy elves the way we want to, but that's okay. Oh. Feels bad, man. There's a Chocobo. Are we gonna die next turn? He has Priest plus War Master. But we are 1 round away from being... We're a little slow here, right? I guess we can play this into Chocobo as a blocker. But if... We'll see if he goes all out and tries to swing this turn, or he gets greedy and goes 1 more. What was Meowdigon? Is that how you pronounce her name? Their name? I'm sorry. He's playing Archdruid. I don't even know what Dianus does. Chat, I don't think I've ever seen someone play this in Elves. But I'm freaking here for it. So... We're not... Are we dead? Oh, he's swinging at us for exact... Oh, not exacties anymore. We have to block. Well, we're not dead, but we're pretty damn close to being dead. Which sucks. We can brush fire and then do nothing because we're 1 land short. All right. Chat, we are turn off. Melodic. Meowed it. Meowed it. Damn. Chat, we got Shrek'd, dude. We got Shrek'd. I don't know if we ever played it on stream, but people in Discord were talking about that expedited inheritance combo deck, which we might want to take another crack at, where you play Marauding Raptor plus expedited inheritance, and then a bunch of 1 in... Ooh, chat. This hand's kind of weird, no? I don't really like it. This hand's better. I think we're gonna throw back a mountain. Expedited Inheritance plus Marauding Raptor. So every time you play like a 1 or 0 cost creature, it kills it, and then you exile 2 cards and continue. That was a good draw. This can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less, so we can swing into the Stall Dweller. We could go get... We'll probably just Spelunky next turn, but we could go get a Chocobo. Or we find one. But this also lets us get in for 5. We'll grab just another green source here. Chat, do we want to play Spelunky? Or do we just play... Yeah, no... Yeah, let's play Spelunky. Whatever. Okay, it worked out. That was the right play. Now we get to smash for 7. And then, if he has nothing... If he swings out at us, doesn't matter. But we get 8 elemental triggers, which makes it into a, what, 9/9? Plus Chocobo. But, yeah, Infectious Bite. I almost don't even... Okay, Minstrel's pretty good. Not really what we need right now. So I think we're just gonna tutor for a Tifa. And hope we don't die. And then, I guess we could get Brush Fire too. But we'll just grab a Tifa off the top. So, like, in an ideal situation, we, like... I don't even know. Make a bunch of mana. Can our opponent stop having all the removal? I don't want it anymore. Did I see the new Eldrazi card? I did. Let's play this as a blocker. Play that. At least get a counter. Pass back. I did, right? It had the spoilers for anyone who's watching who did not see it. We're going to talk about a leak from Edge of Eternities. But it has Warp, right? I thought Warp was a sweet mechanic. Alright, opponent puts 3 counters on us. We go to 9. Can we kill? Maybe. We can start here. Trigger. We'll QQ. We'll Scape Shift. We might need to look at what other lands we're running, chat. We can give something haste. Is there a land that gives trample? So we can do like starting towns 3. Yeah, it seemed kind of wild, to be honest. Let's grab a commercial district. Let's grab a battlements and a land. Get a bajillion triggers. We don't need that. And then we can give something. We can activate and do this. That's kind of cute. Interesting, chat. We're just dead. Yeah, that card seems, especially it's how much? It's 6 mana, and it's a leave. Is it a leave the battlefield ability with the blink? We can pull it up. I think. Is it in Discord? Yeah. This creature leaves the battlefield, draw a card, then you can put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Yeah, that seems gross. Because you warp it, and then it gets exiled. Chat. We've been playing a lot of Doc Arlick, and warp is a another good contender. Just saying. You can warp this for 4. If you have Doc Arlick, then you can play it for 4. Damn. Damn, chat. Warp Simic Eldrazi with all the stuff that cares about 7 mana. That's true. We have the land that tutors, right? If you play a 7-drop. I forget what it's called. Do we have any lands that make something gain trample? No. It's hard to go through blockers unless you have Tifa or Brush. Interesting. Who is messaging me, chat? What's happening? Chat, not gonna lie. I don't know who's messaging me. I'm going crazy. Okay. This hand's kind of hot. A little slow, but kind of hot. But we're learning as we go. We're just trying this out, chat. We're doing great. Where did that message just come from? Am I crazy? Maybe. Cauldron Familiar. You got it, Super Chief. Play our Tifa. Problem is we don't have a lot of lands here, but that's okay. We don't need them, chat. We're freaking gamers. Find second Tifa. Let's play Bristly Bill. Chat, do we like these jazzy beats? Or should we switch it up? We're gonna swing both here. What are lush beats? Ooh, feels lush to me. Deadly Dispute. Creates a treasure. Doesn't do anything with our creatures. Playing the firstborn, my Tifa. However, did not drop a land. But he will sack it, which is good because we have second Tifa. We find our land, so let's Tifa into this. We'll put one on Tifa. I know that kind of isn't as much damage, but If we find a land, he's just dead to our scape shift, right? He claims, of course, find you a man playing Claim the Firstborn in 2025. I actually love Claim the Firstborn. I was just thinking back to, like, the old days of Arena. Remember when, like, Historic started and, like, Rakdos Arcanist was, like, the hottest thing? It was a freaking menace. Does he have a way to, sack my Tifa? He should. Yeah. Actually, it's possible... Ooh, Brushfire. I think we probably want Cub over Bristly Bill. How many lands are we playing? I thought I was playing a lot. I'm playing 28 and we drew 3. Double Bastion, so he can swing with Butcher. If he hits us, we go to 2. Or I'm sorry, if he hits us, we go to 9. He sacks, we lose 5. But he does not do that. So let's go here to there, and then let's scape shift. What do we want to grab? Let's grab, like, District, Pool, Vista, and, like, a starting town, maybe. We did a bunch of triggers, so I think we'll just spread these out. I mean, he could sack Butcher in response to kill one of these. Okay, he does. We still get Azusa and Chocobo relatively big. But now he can bring back that. Can't block, though. Mill that. If he blocks with both tokens, we go down to 2, and then he kills us with the Cauldron Familiar. Chat, we really need Trample. Like, damn. Is that just me, or do we, like, we really need Trample on these? If we don't have Brushfire, and we don't have... Oh. We're just getting chump blocked to Oblivion. What is that card called? Scythe Cat Club? What, no, what is that called? Oh, Scythe Cat Club. Oh, this is Trample. Heck yeah. Let's play that over Bristly Bill. Okay, we're just gonna keep trying to chat. Monstrous Rage just to be funny. The wobble combo people. Chat, I'm falling victim to the final season of Squid Game. I watched the first episode today. Someone told me that they watched it and they cried. Chat, when was the last time you cried at a TV show? I don't think I could tell you. Huh. Boros Energy. Alright. Chat, I really like what this deck is trying to do. We are playing in best of 1, which is a whole different animal. So I think we'll take it into best of 3 after this one. Now that I slowly have a little feel for the deck. Kind of. But we'll start with turn 1, Chocobo. This is just other creatures, right? If you're on tap, if you control 5 or more towns, you get a 2/2 elemental. Opponent is going to kill our Chocobo, and I'm going to feel really bad about it. Chat, did I tell you we moon misted a flipped Kamano faces Kakazan, and it felt really bad? We casted Moon Mist, and he had double, and it flipped both of them, and then he killed us with them. This is horrible. Guys, why is it so hard to find Jank these days? I've been, like, browsing historic Jank, and it is hard to find. Let's play Brushfire. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand, but he does get to flip. But we can deal some damage there. I also wonder if we could put this in, like, a... We do have, like, an old Valakut Exploration shell. Wow, and he's got the skewer. Damn. Hits us down to 1. Chat, can we do it? The answer is no. We do get to draw a card. And we just put a land into play. Trigger. Swing for 6. But no, we're dead. Okay, let's go into best of 3. Chat, we've talked about this guy before. Who is Ethos Crag? Ethos? Scrag? Ethos Scrag? Ethos Crag? This is our list, isn't it? It's very close to our list that we played on stream, but with... What is this? Another flashback? An arcane proxy? But this is the same shell that we played our Timeless Witness deck in. And he, like... You can see him all the time. I'm not throwing, like, shade at him, but he, like, collects historic decks. Like, he has so many interesting lists. I just want to know what he's doing with them. It's crazy how many decks he posts on MTG Goldfish. Alright, chat. We're going to try and be gamers. We'll see how it goes. And then if we are bad at gamers, we'll switch to something else. Don't know what that something else will be. But we are going to reset the now playing. Boom, I love that. Frozen, aren't you proud of me? I figured out how to do stuff without resetting the whole stream so you can still see chat. I'm proud of me. That's probably very obvious to everyone who streams, but not me. Ooh, sure. This is kind of interesting. Alright, we're gonna go turn 1 Woodland just to hang out. But maybe... Okay, second Tifa is pretty good. Glaring Flesh Raker is a good one, chat. Are we doing anything? I mean, this is kind of awkward, huh? I mean, we did a landfall trigger. Don't you wish we had Dryad Arbor? I know I do. Chat, if we had Dryad Arbor... Ooh! This would be nutty. It would be nutty. But we don't. And that's okay. What the heck is Shaman Roots? Oh. You're playing, like, actual. Yo, this deck's trying to fire. Who is this from? Random user? Let's pay 2. Double power. Opponent might have K command here. I think we're gonna Minstrel here. This deck seems kind of hot. Are you still a... Ah, he's just running... Chat, look at this deck. It's like an Insidious Roots list, but he's still playing Chitinous Crawler and Fauna Shaman. And then he's got like Market Backwalker and stuff. Like, this is kind of hot. Oh, sorry, chat. I'm not paying attention. Okay, let's QQ. We're only getting, what, 2 lands here? Is it even worth it yet? Or should we just go tutor for something else? I don't think we're exactly dead. We could be dead, but not entirely. We can go tutor for a Scythe Cat Cub. Or... yeah, let's do that. We'll try and wait one more turn. Or we can get an Aftermath Analyst. And just try and combo off next turn. I like that plan a little better. Because then, next turn, we're just trying not to die. He has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana right now. So we're kind of dead to a lot anyways. But next turn, we can Scape Shift for 2. Maybe Udin the Ineffable. Going Frustrator, you know it. We would like to top deck a land. But we'll see how that goes, chat. Bum, bum, bum. But maybe we'll try this deck after. This comes from Philip Lukasic. All right, we found a cub. So let's go green, green. Or do we just Aftermath now? That gets us that. Let's do that. If we Aftermath now, we get all these lands back, and then we can Scape Shift. Yeah, he's just dead to our Tifa, right? We get 4 power, and then 1 more to double. 16. Yeah, and then we sack here. Get a green source, double again. Scape Shift. Nice! Okay, chat. We figured out the route. Ooh, what's going on up here? Okay, I'm sorry. Opponent is just on big boy stuff, huh? Mind Stone. What else did we see? Udin? We don't exactly have that much. I don't think I hate Valtra Exploration against them. We don't really have a whole lot. And maybe Nature's Claim. But we're probably better off just kind of grabbing a couple pieces of removal. So I think we're going to bring in the Dismembers. We'll probably... Do we want to drop a Chocobo? Let's drop like an Azusa. And what else? Well, that's kind of interesting to sideboard. We're on the draw, so maybe we can drop him. Maybe drop a Spelunking. Do we want to bring in, like... We have game 3. Why are we playing Screwed Storm? I don't know. We're going to try this Tyvar list after, though. I think I have the whole thing. And then you can alter... So you can, like... Interesting. Sure. Little slow, but we do have Scape Shift plus Tifa, which is, for the most part, a turn 4 win. So we'll see. We'll keep this in. I mean, obviously Eldrazi can stay on par with us when it comes to that sort of stuff. They ramp just as hard. Since I was close and able, I jumped onto the toffee table. Chat, did you guys know I love Bo Burnham? He is one of my favorite. Guardian Idol. Yeah, we're gonna get out-ramped real hard, chat. We're gonna get out-ramped real hard. Damn. This Prismatic Vista might let us swing in. But he also has Blast Zone, which kind of sucks for us. Alright, chat, we'll see if we survive. I don't think we will. He could also put 2 counters on Blast Zone, but that saves him a turn. He Udins us to kill Tifa. Which hurts. He adds to do what? Ooh, play a 4-drop. Karn. And he just exile our Minstrel. You hate to see it. Is this any colorless spell? Correct. So we can't even tutor for a Tifa and then try Stone Brain. Interesting. I like it. Traveling Chocobo is hot. Lands, Chocobo. Doing all right, chat. Second Flesh Rager. Okay, yeah, now we're not doing all right. We need him to top deck a land there, chat. Okay. I kind of want to bring in the Nature's Claims. I don't think Dismember is actually doing as much as we want it to do. It's not going to kill anything besides Flesh Rakers, and most of the Flesh Rakers we're not too worried about. There's also the chance we want to play like Fire Magic, but that doesn't seem very good just to get rid of stuff. Same reason we just took out the Dismembers, you know. We're gonna drop the Chocobo. We're just gonna run something like this. Chat, let me tell you, I've also been applying for a bunch of new jobs. Whew. Not going well. Not going well. It's tough out here. It's ooh, I like this hand quite a lot, chat. We're gonna hold up a green source on turn 1 for this Nature's Claim. Didn't need to though, because we're killers. Let's go fetch a red source off of this, so we can brush fire, and then we'll see what we know. If we tutor for, there's a few things. Let's see if he plays a. Okay, that's okay. We like that actually. Let's woodland here. Swing for 3. Let's see what we want to do here, chat. He plays second Flesh Raker. Ow. That hurt. Is he gonna play a thingamabobber? Okay, we're gonna blow up his idol. He's gonna hit us for quite a few. Ow, chat, he's really hurting me. I don't like it. We're gonna blow up his guardian idol. I like the art on this. It's cute. Boom, 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 boom. Does put him up to 20, but I think that's okay. We're gonna landfall here. We're just gonna tutor for Tifa. We'll swing for 3. I mean, there's a very good chance he can just kind of combo through us with Flesh Raker. He's got 6 mana available.
7.
That's Nuden, if he wants. Let me also update whatever you would call it. So this is Minstrel, Tifa, and then we have, what did I say? Maybe Shaman Roots. Finds the run ring. That sucks for us. Nature's Claim doesn't stop that bad boy. You hate to see it, chat. We might just have to play a land and kill Karn. Oh, he's just going for it. He's all in here, chat. We're dead. We just died to our Flesh Rakers. RIP. Not good. Not good, chat. Alright, we are 0-1. I have to sneeze. Our sideboard feels odd, doesn't it? Like, maybe we just want to be playing, like, Alpine Moon and... Nature's Claim's kind of hot. Nectar Pots, I don't think Stewed Swarm's very good. I base this off a couple other things. Playing Fire Magic with... I don't think you need all the Fire Magics, do you? We could also play main deck Fields, but... Chat, what's even good against? I kind of just want to play Alpine Moon. But that doesn't seem great. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Let's go to match number 2. Anywho. Alright, let's... Oh, there's a few different versions of this, huh? What is this one? Oh, he's playing Jet Collector, Juggernaut Peddler. That's what, version 7? Okay, we'll save that for later. He's just playing a lot of different things. Black White Sorintel. Oh, this is like the same list, huh? All right, what do we got, Jet? Sure, we got a Tifa, we got Finale, we got Chocobo. We'll fire off starting town first. So this is interesting, right? Opponent fragments us into a Chocobo, which is hot. They have fragmented it again. That'd be really cool if they did. Okay. Find a land on top. Charlie Chocobo's got it good, huh? Divine purges us. You got it, Super Chief. We're gonna play Chocobo again into Stomping Ground. I'm sure our control matchup's kind of garbo, huh? Jet, are the decks we're playing just bad? Like, I know they're bad, but are they just, like, bad, chat? What are we getting? Stifled? No, we're getting Consigned. That sucks. We find second Chocobo. We're gonna get Annihilator 2'd. So, if we get Annihilator 2'd, let's go Chocobo, land, trigger, Finale, and let's go get an Aftermath Analyst. Mill 3, hot. And then if he swings at us, we'll blow up a land plus Chocobo, and we'll try and bring everything back next turn. Well, not anymore. We're gonna discard. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Annihilator 1. I'm stupid. I don't know why I thought I had 2. Disregard previous statements, chat. Archmage's Charm. Tameo, you got it. We find Thespian Stage. Interesting. Are we going all in on this? I guess we could fight something too. What did we put in here? 3 lands? He could consign us, which is what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's gonna stifle us. We find the guy running main deck stifles and consigns. Plus Flage. Does he have a consign for that? No, but we're gonna die to it. Damn, chat. How come all the decks we're playing are like super sick on paper and just not good? We're gonna bring in Crypts. I think 6 is pretty good here. We don't really need Nature's Claim. Witch's Vengeance doesn't move. I don't hate Valakut Exploration either. Let's drop a Spelunking. We probably want to stay up on lands, huh? Or creatures. We'll drop one of those, maybe a Charm, and then go down to Finale. Do I want to play 61 cards? Not really. But I feel like we're going to be better off just trying to chip in damage off of creatures rather than going all in. But, whew, chat, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one, boys. Sure. We're going to play a Crypt. Should we have played it turn 1? No. Because it's just going to get interventioned. However, we do get to play a Tifa on turn 2 and then do some silly stuff with a Zeus on turn 3. Not quite enough damage, but it should be a lot. Unless he fragments us. Which they always do. Opponent's gonna not make anything here. Interesting. We're going to land Trader into Azusa. See if it gets countered. Does not. We're gonna get Trader again. Then we're gonna fetch. He might stifle our fetch land, but I'll happily still swing for 7. But he also might just, yeah. That's cool. Let's grab blue source, because we already have a grounds in hand. And then we'll swing for 4. We do have echoing deeps if we want to. I'm sorry, this enters if you, Oh, chat, we do have a cave in our deck. For spelunking. Okay, opponent did not find another white source, which is good for us. We're just gonna keep playing straight into a fucking board wipe. But that's how we do it here. That's how we do it at the Jank Tank, folks. Shapeshift off the top would be sick. Literally anything off the top would be sick, but I think we're dead here. Opponent's swinging willy-nilly, which tells me they probably have a verdict. Correct. Not looking good for us. Into a Null Drifter. Do they have the Consign or Stifle? Heck yeah, they do, chat. Chat, this is not going well at all. And that's okay. But Thursday's stream also did not go well at all. So, oof. Big oof, chat. Big oof, for sure. But we're just gonna keep playing. You won't know unless you try. You know? Guys, my credit score went up. Are you proud of me? Big brain over here. Yeah, sure. This hand does some stuff. Kinda. I'm liking the vibes. Is that a Pixie? What are we doing with Pixie over here? Being a freaking gamer? Birthing Ritual. Chat, I've never seen Birthing Ritual in a Pixie deck. Is this sick new tech? What's happening? Voice of Victory. Spicy. So far, he's just green-white. But let's see what happens here. Juggernaut Pillar. We got a handful of cards. Cruel but still. 5-color, Grixis Frauder, Crackling Drake. Chat, why is it so hard to find Jank for historic these days? Like, we're playing Jank, but what did he take, chat? My Archdruid's Charm. We'll block one of those, and then he can stack these so he gets a 1-drop off the Birthing Ritual. Is this just 4-color ritual combo? Or am I just dumb? That's the real question here. Oh, chat, I don't even have my light on. You guys can't even see my beautiful face. I always forget about the light, you know? Guide of Souls. We find Lotus Field, and we have whatever. So let's go QQ. We'll go. What do we want to do? Tifa? Set up a Tifa? Yeah. Pass back. Modern werewolves. You're gonna Blood Chief Thirst or Tifa. Distraction sped. Is this just birthing ritual humans? But why are you playing Fairy Road? Just for bouncing Juggernaut and stuff? That's cute. I like that. You can bounce the specialist back to your hand. Okay, alright. I'm into it, chat. I'm here for it. He's gonna throw things on voice. We do get to block both of these, which is nice. But we're not really doing anything here. We might try this guy in a different shell in a moment. Starting town is cool. Chat, should we just play Juggernaut? Heck yeah. No, I'm not feeling confident about this game. Chat, our deck sucks. I mean, we have a shite ton of spot removal, which I guess is hot. On the play, too. We're just gonna hope Vengeance gets us somewhere. This Absent Roots list looks pretty cool, though. I'm into it. At least we can do something with these, right? Turn 1 starting town. This is 1, 2, and 0, 2, and 5, right? 3 damage. So it costs 6 mana to do that. Interesting. Chocobo. I think I'd rather just play Scythe Cub. Since I was close and able, I jumped onto the coffee table. Plus we have Fire Magic, which is good as a backup because he's going to start making a bunch of tokens. But he's going to Juggernaut pedal us. You hate to see it, chat. He's going to steal our Fire Magic. Damn, bro. Really taking our Fire Magic for real? And Pixie is peddler? Hey! We kind of just have to, like, do this now, right? Let me see if I can find the elemental list I was playing. Actually, I also... What is it? Is it called The Wandering Minstrel? Or does it have a name? Maybe. Ooh. Chat, that's pretty good. Lands. We're gonna go all in on this Scythe Cub, I think. Do we want a blue source? Sure. Okay. Fast enough start, backed up by both of those is pretty good. There's also just the idea that we should be playing more fetches. Maybe. But I'm not sure about that one, chat. Forest Wandering. Oh. Chat, I saw someone... I played this deck at an FNM back in Innistrad. Standard. When M13 was around, I played this list, but I think I also played Spider Spawning. We next leveled. I think I went 2-2, which is funny. Since I was close and able, I jumped into the toffee table. What do we got? Sure. This is a nice little curve. We have a Fire Magic backup. Opponent will probably outspeed us, but that is okay. Turn 1, Rubble Belt Maverick. What a badass. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I always thought he was holding another cowboy hat. Like, you see how it's got like this shape kind of looks like a hat? You with me, chat? No? Okay. Amara, Voice of the Conclave. Fire! Love it. What am I doing triple Chocobo? I kind of want to just triple Chocobo it. Witch's Vengeance is good too. That's not the card. Look at all my Chocobos. Look at all my birds, chat. So next turn we can Witch's Vengeance if we want and get rid of the Maverick, but it doesn't kill the Amara. We could also just hold on. We could just Scythe Cub and try to set up more. Okay, opponent's just playing things, so that's good for us. They're not really doing anything. So, do we want to just get rid of both of these? Kinda. Yeah, let's double up. We'll go get our red source. And then we'll Vengeance and kill both of those. And then if he wants to trade out one of the Chocobos, he can. But at least that's interesting. Why not take out a big one? Then we have Blood Chief's Thirst into second Blood Chief's Thirst. Shapeshift is hot. Kind of want to crack this now. We're going to get rid of the Nature's Claim. Find another land finale. I want another land there, but Voice of Victory is good. Do we see a Peddler here? Puts a counter on the Voice into it. Aftermath Analyst is pretty good. We can also go Finale for another 1-drop, which I don't think we want to do. So let's Aftermath Analyst. And mill 3. I'll swing with a Chocobo. Just to see if he would block. He did not. Alright, chat. We're at 17. He's at 5. He's got 2 cards in hands. He's sacking that to draw. He fragments our Chocobo. We do find a land. However, it does enter tapped. We're going to throw the counter on the Cub. And then swing for 3. And then we have Fire Magic if he blocks. Okay. 2-1 there. Not too shabby. Sideboard cards were actually effective on that one. But we're doing all right. We're hanging on. We're hanging in there, chat. We'll play a couple more matches. What are we? I know we're already over an hour, but we played some best of one with this first. So, that's okay. Since I was close and able, I jumped onto the coffee table. Chat, do we think the overlay needs anything else? I think it looks pretty hot. Also, what do we think? Wait, is the ban tomorrow? Oh, it is, chat. You think they're gonna actually unnerf anything? Or give us anything fun in Historic? Ooh, I like this hand a lot. We're gonna go turn 1 Chocobo, turn 2 Minstrel. Swing for 2, and then... Ooh, opponent's playing the worst Vista. Ooh. No, let's just draw it. No, I messed up. We only play 1 island. Yeah, I fucked up. That's okay. We'll swing for 2. If we don't draw a 3-drop, we're fine, but we could have been a little more efficient with our mana there. That was my fault. I'm only playing 5 basics, yeah? Yeah. He's trying to Hopeless Nightmare me. We're going to get rid of Thespian Stage. We'll play Starting Town into Minstrel. Swing for 3. Waste Not. Chat, Waste Not's a trap. Are we just drawing all in here? I think so. We'll Shapeshift. I think we're going to grab 3 other towns, and then we'll go grab a Surveil. So let's do this. Plus those. We also could have grabbed the Prismatic Vistas. Do we really need a Tifa? Not right now, I don't think. We could have grabbed 3 Prismatic Vistas and done 3 extra damage and put them down to 3. Which might have been better. Student Inscription, which takes up that, which is cool. Can play a blue source and swing for 1. The good thing is we only have lands in our hands against the Waste Not. I want to play second Waste Not. Sacks the Vista. And tries to do what to us? Anything? He gets more black mana. Since I was close and able, jumped into the coffee table. He did Thoughtseize us. Or not. Nice. Let's just play this. How much is this? 8 mana, and we're only at 6. How many opponent can get back Croxa? Which looks like what they're gonna do. But kind of exactly what ooh, Arena of Glory and Croxa. I like that. How much? Hey, Spiff Man. How much jank to the Jank Tank to the Jank Tank could Jank Tank? Tank Jank? This is based off of Amulet Titan in Modern. So we are trying to play Wandering Minstrel along with Spelunking to make sure all of our lands come untapped, and then we play all the landfall creatures, so Chocobo, Cub, mainly Tifa, and Brushfire Elemental. Wow, opponent is just drawn into straight gas against us. Damn. So then you basically try and like turn 1 Chocobo, turn 2, you know, Tifa, turn 3 Minstrel. You can scape shift, you know, get 4 counters on Chocobo, get 4 power doubles on Tifa Lockhart, but then since they all enter untapped, you can then like cast Spelunking and play another land, or you can finale and go get a Scythe Cub or an Aftermath Analyst and just try and do some whatever. So far it's kind of eh. I'm not super impressed with it. It's a really sweet idea, but kind of like what we were doing the other day. It's not going crazy. We're gonna bring in 6 since we're gonna be discarding. I don't, chat, honestly, Waste Not, if you've read my article on Waste Not, you know I hate that card in this format. It is not good. We're gonna discard Charm. We're gonna drop, I think, both a Zeusas and maybe a Spelunking. We'll bring in 1 of those. There's also a chance we want like Vengeance and stuff, but I don't think so. Scoot Swarm might actually be cute too. Traveling Chocobo is good. We can probably cut 1 Lockhart. No, let's keep the Lockhart. Let's cut 1 Scape Shift. But yeah, we're just messing around. This is, what rank is this? This is match number 4. We're 1 and 2. It's, I don't know. It's whatever. But then we'll probably, I don't know where I put it. Oh, I think I might have went off it. But then I saw a sweet Abzan Roots list. Yeah, this sounds pretty good. Double Tormod's Crypt is not what we want to see, but that's okay. He's literally just playing Croxa. But I assume we're just gonna get Thoughtseize and stuff. But we found this deck on Moxfield, which looks pretty fun. And I think I have most of it. So we're going to probably try out something like this afterwards. Let's Starting Town, Aftermath, Mill 3. Okay, we'll take that. We'll throw a Crypt in here just to keep him on edge. And then we'll go from there. But how are you, Spaceman? Space Spiffman, sorry. I want to call you Spaceman Spiff, but your name is Space Spiffman. One's playing Deathrite Shaman. That's actually quite interesting as well. We're just gonna smack him. But I like that this deck is playing Chitinous Crawler quite a bit. Oh, the other thing, I was gonna look up, we played a... Okay, opponent plays his Waste Not. Does he have a land engrave? He does, so he can Thoughtseize us and get something if he wants. We're gonna blow up his Waste Not in response. Cocoa Blue. Okay, so chat, we played this deck not too long ago with Risen Reef and Thunderkin Awakener, but then we were also playing Vesper Larch, which I feel like is gas because Minstrel is 1 power, so Minstrel's just way better than Spelunking, right? So we might do another rip at this, because this seems like fire. And then you can just like, I don't know, chat. Could be sick. No, you're good. I'm hanging in there. I was just reading up on everyone jamming their like deck lists and sort of write-ups from the qualifier. Frozen was playing how far behind is this deck versus Amulet Titan? A lot. This is I follow a guy, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but this is based off a dude who was playing Titanless Amulet Titan. Ooh, Starting Town is good for us. So he was running a list that like played no Titans. But I think the main thing is we don't have Green Sun Zenith, which hurts. That means like we have to play Finale instead, and everything being 1 turn slower just kind of sucks. Ooh, Liliana is a good card, chat. Should make a sack. Even though we only have one land in there. I'm here for it. We'll probably grab a Tifa off this finale. Or if we top deck a land, we'll go grab Chocobo. Chat, I'm gonna exile my own graveyard. For value. We have to spend this because we did not get an untapped land, so we're gonna go grab a Tifa. I guess we could get a Minstrel too, but Tifa is more of an immediate threat. But yeah, this yeah, Titan's legal. But we're jamming Historic, but yeah. It's a little different. It's just an interesting idea. I saw someone playing, and I wanted to mess with Wandering Minstrel, but we'll probably swap into something else. This deck is not doing very well. Chat, I am sweating. I guess I could have cracked Crypt in response, but I don't think it really matters. But we're getting eaten alive lately, huh? If we top that Scape Shift, he dies. So that's cool. But is that going to happen? Probably not. But, anywho, we're just hanging space. You know, we never come on to stream prepared. I really don't know what we ever are going to do. We just hop on and start playing stuff. And that's the way we like it. Does he have second Lily? Yeah, we're just getting wrecked. We're gonna call it on this one, chat. We're just getting our butt whipped. We are getting our butt whipped tonight. We got our butt whipped on Thursday. All the decks we're playing are just, ugh. That's where the fun is. Yeah, you right. And, Space, you'll be happy to know I figured out how to update things without making the whole stream refresh. So that's pretty sweet. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. Okay, what are we playing? Abzan Roots is where I want to go next. I'm going to see how much of this list we have. Like I said, a lot of the time in my free time when I'm just like, how many games? Usually we try and do 5. It depends, because sometimes we brew things just for we brew something without a sideboard just for like best of 1. And then sometimes we'll play best of 3, but generally I try and give each deck about an hour of playtime on stream, which usually equates to like 5 matches for a best of 3. We started stream tonight in best of 1 with that list just because I didn't know what I was doing with it and I wanted to just play it a little bit. But similar to like Aspiring Spike or people like that who play like MTGO leagues, we try and play 5 matches, a full like league if you will. No, you're good. I'm sweaty. Let me put on a t-shirt. I'll be right back. Alright, chat. Much better. Whoa. Sorry, I'm breaking stuff. Whoops. Sun's out, guns out. I hope you know a good veterinarian, because these puppies are sick. Alright. So, in my off time, I like to just browse Moxfield and MTG Goldfish and Tapped Out and all those things. Fun fact, if you've never gone back and just read through the old MTG Salvation forums, way back in like 2014, this is where I got a lot of jank from. There's some very weird deck ideas on here. Mono Black Jund, Counter Cat, Echoing Urza, Dredgevine, 12 Hawk Prison, Counter Aggro. There's a lot of fun stuff. So if you've never been on there, highly recommend. But this list comes from, I don't know how to say that. Philip Lukasic? Lukasic? Something like that. Literally just saw it as I was browsing on Matchfield, and it looks pretty fun. Does have a little, is this a combo? I know he's playing Chitinous Crawler, and we usually do that, but it doesn't really seem like, oh. No, this mill is equal to its power, right? Interesting. Hold on, let's check out, does this guy have other stuff? We saw this one too. See, I kind of want to play this. This is version 5. He has a few interesting, like this looks cool, because then you can play Fauna Shaman with Grist. He's playing 1 Flage. And a very spicy sideboard. What? I don't even know what this card is. Return target creature and ban, protect against spirit, you may pay 1. Damn. Shaman Roots, what is this one? This is version 4 of his? Which one's the best, chat? We don't know. Do we just play all of them? We don't have time for all of them. Disruptive Stormbird. Damn. Let's just play his most recent one. And let's hope we have... Why is my MTGA all wonky? Hazard Roots. What are we missing, chat? Oh, Jet Collector? Do I have 1? Okay, we can play something else. Maybe. What else do we have? I'm missing Archons. Interesting. Maybe we can play like 1 Fiend Artisan. I was close, chat. We don't have the Archons. I guess we can just play... This isn't as good. But we're gonna just play Thalia for now. So this is just... Okay, there's some cards I don't even know what the backside of Viconia does. So you can exile stuff from a graveyard. Oh. Wait, so if we... Hold on. So if we have Tyvar plus Chitinous Crawler and an Insidious Roots... How does this work? Yes, right? You can play a 1-drop, and then you get a plant that can tap for mana. Then you can sack the 1-drop to Altar of Dementia to mill someone. And then you have to use the token to make mana because it has haste with Tyvar. Use that mana to recast your 1-drop, which then triggers Roots again, and then you can infinite loop with Altar of Dementia. Yes? Yes. So we do have an infinite combo. Besides that, we have Dedicated Dollmaker plus Overlord, and then we're just playing kind of whatever. All right. We can figure it out, chat. We can figure it out. I'm here for it. All right, let's Roots. This is an actual Roots combo. So we will update stream. I guess it's not called Shaman Roots, but that's okay. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Very cool. Let's try it out. We're going to go straight into best of 3. Even though we don't know what we're doing, and we never do. And Plum's not good at this game, and yet some people watch me anyways, and that's what I appreciate about. That's what I appreciates about yous. All right, let's play some Abs and Roots. I don't know where Frozen went, but we don't need him. Space Spiffman. But I think I think my article this week is going to be about the decks we played on Thursday, and I'm just going to call it a swing and a miss because we did so bad with those decks on Thursday. We got destroyed. I wonder if we could also play Artillery Enthusiast. We'll have to revisit this Omnath deck. Where did that guy's list go? I already lost it. I'm a mess, chat. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's, how do I copy this? Duplicate? Ah. Yes. Let's make sure we keep that. We're going to call this Abzan version 1.0 from us. You can keep it listed. Okay. Are we in a game? Yes, we are. All right, chat, what do we got? I'm here for it. Let's go. You know, I've been trying... I don't know how I feel about Moltender. We've played it in a couple other shells, or at least I've tried it in a couple other shells off stream. And it's been like... okay. I think we're just gonna jam Roots here. And I think I want to just mill a card. Activating Crossroads. We can play Chitinous Crawler next turn. Which is kind of hot. If he doesn't kill our Moltender. But we are against... an absolute madman playing Wizards in best of 3. Who is messaging me? Sorry, chat. That was very loud. Okay. This is if we remove what? A creature card from our graveyard? Interesting. Let's go land, fetch, white source. And we'll just jam Crawler. And we'll exile that. Make a 4/4. How do I... I'm sorry for the... I'm going to mute this server. So that way... we don't have to listen to that. Alright, he's monstrous rating... We're getting beat down real quick here, chat. However, I hope he... yeah. Ouch. We're gonna have to... we have to... that's still a lot of damage, but we're gonna throw a blocker in front of this Stole Star. Puts us to 1. Chat, we're getting shreked tonight, dude. I think we want to bring in all the Marauders, yeah? We could probably bring it... wow. See, I don't want to... I don't want to over sideboard. Let's take out the Haywire Might. Crawler's fine. Peddler seems whatever. Does this have a lifelink? No. Let's try Overtonia. Let's try 2 Peddlers. Maybe a Fiend Artisan. Let's keep our 1-drops. Let's cut a Crawler. do we want to bring in... That doesn't hit that much, actually. It just hits his 1-drops. Maybe we'll take out a Doll Maker and bring in a Marauder. Play something like that. Alright, not the worst. Plus we have Stormblood here. So we can mill and blow something up. Who's online? Anyone? Who is Jank? I don't know who Jank actually is, chat. It's not us. This is... Yeah, okay, so let's do Curator. Let's mill ourselves. Sidious Roots. It's a good draw. He will lightning us. We'll just eat something in response. It's fine. Let's hope he doesn't have Monstrous Rage, but he probably will. Soul Starred Mage is fine. Swings. Cool. Do I want to play Roots, or do I just want to play a 4/4? I think we just want to play a 4/4. Then we're gonna mill. Peddler's good. We'll make a copy of Curator. Do you remember deck where you're like, there's no way this will work, and we're surprised with how well we did with it? Oh. Yes. Where is Relic Warder combo? I thought was really sweet on paper, but I thought it would do really bad. Is this one? No, hold on. This one. We took this to Mythic. So it's the Leonin Relic Warder plus Phyrexian Metamorph loop. And then you're playing Saheeli Rai plus Kami of Transmutation with Alter the Blood and Reckless Fireweaver. What's happening? He's swinging at us for a bajillion. Ow! Chat, that hurt. I don't like it. We're gonna try and combo. I don't think we're gonna get there, but... Or, we can't combo because we need it, whatever, but... Let's mill. I can bring back a Curator and make a thing. But we're just dead, chat. And then we can conjure a Bird of Paradise. No, we're just dead. Okay, chat. Wizard's not good, but... So the original idea, I don't know if you're familiar with modern Copycat. So you play Saheeli Rai, and then you minus something that can bounce a permanent, and then you make a copy of it, so you bounce the original Saheeli, which comes back, and then you make a copy of the permanent and bounce. You get infinite artifact ETBs and creature ETBs. So the idea was you can play Kami of Transmutation, which turns every permanent in your hand into an artifact or enchantment. So what you could do is play this on turn 2. So, like, the goal was turn 3, you turn 1 Altar of the Blood. Turn 2 Kami, make all the cards in your hand an artifact. And then you can turn 3 Saheeli, and since she's an artifact from Kami, you can use the -2 on herself to make infinite copies of Saheeli, which would then mill your opponent out with Altar of the Bread. If that doesn't work, you played Leonin Relic Warder and Phyrexian Metamorph. So you cast, you play like a Relic Warder out, whatever, and then you cast Metamorph targeting Relic Warder. And since Warder's abilities are two separate triggers, like you can exile it, and then when it leaves, it returns, you can copy it with Phyrexian Metamorph. The copy is an artifact, so when the copy comes in, you can use it to exile itself, which then allows you to exile Metamorph and bring it back in, copying Relic Warder again, which then exiles itself, which then loops, and you can do the same thing and get infinite copies of Relic Warder entering and leaving the battlefield. And then you win with Fireweaver, which deals 1 damage every time an artifact enters, or you win with Mill through Altar of the Bread. But it's just an all-in combo. We were playing Shanty and Fragment Reality as like cheap removal. Shanty's probably not as good anymore. But then Plunderer's Prize was the real top sort of thing because it let you tutor Altar of the Bread for just 1 mana. But we took it to Mythic, I don't even know when. I think there's an article about it. Chat, we just got Shrek'd. I feel like all the decks we've been trying are just... we're just not doing well lately. And you know what? That's okay. People aren't here to see me win, you know? But yeah, it was a pretty sweet list. All right, chat, we can try this. We're just trying to win some games. We're just trying to win some games. Besides that, what else have we played? 80 card Warriors. I thought 80 card Warriors was hot from the start. But we took that to Mythic a bunch. Have you ever seen Kepler? I think he has I forget what his thing. Can I say the name of your website now? Oh, I don't. Relic Warder combo is on. It's not on the Jank Tank. It's on Moxfield. So if it's at that link. The actual mtgjanktank.com is just for modern decks at the moment. All right, what are we doing? Let's play Captivating Crossroads. We'll name Black. But it is called Relic Warder Combo. Oath of Nissa. Chat, what's our opponent doing? Juggernaut Peddler. Holy moly. Guess what? We got our own Juggernaut Peddler. Oh, what a nerd. Do we even care if he, like... I think we're just going to take his Emperor Bones. I don't care if we get Peddlered. Another really cool deck, at least for Historic, was Kamikaze, which was one of our first decks. I'll look it up in a second. But I love that list. This deck is so fun. Kami of Morning, targeting Kroxa, so every time you play a 3-drop and it dies, you get back that. You get to keep looping Kroxas over and over. We're gonna play an Insidious Roots. Swing for 2. We can Brawler next turn. Or just okay, yeah, we're probably just gonna Overlord plus Dollmaker if he's gonna go for a Witcher Enchanter. So let's sack this. Let's go grab. We have white, black, black. We'll just grab another green source. We'll Overlord. Grab something. I'll grab another crawler. And then we'll dedicated Dollmaker. Our Overlord. For value, chat. We'll take that. We'll swing for 2. So opponent's just on Abs and Sorin? Why did I not know they play Oath of Nissa? Is that common? Maybe not. Oh, chat, look at us playing the same decks. But we get to play Chitinous Crawler, because we're gamers. You got it, Super Chief. We might just take our Tyvar. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Ooh, no, let's just Crawler. We don't really care if he plays Saint Alinda, right? Do we have anything good in here? Should we just grab a bird? I don't think so. Let's just throw Gorehound and Surveil 1. No, okay. Let's make a copy of Crawler. And then let's swing at him with these 2. See if he trades us out on anything. Chat, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Got the Sunday scaries, chat. However, it is only a 4-day week. We got 4th of July coming up. Opponent is Rumbling. Finds an Overlord. He is at 5 mana. He's getting close to Saint Alinda. Might be time to... Oh, he does find Sorin. Okay. We're probably gonna have to Peddler him. Which sucks, but we will. Should we just double Peddler him? Probably. I think that's a good plan. Yeah, sure. Oh, wow. Okay. What do we want? Let's take his Emperor first. And then we'll crawl it. Let's Crawler and grab Insidious Roots. And then we'll Crawler again and grab Peddler. Do we need a Dollmaker? I don't think so. But we'll cast this. And we'll target him. I think we'll... Should we take his Saint Alinda? Or his Sorin? He's still behind on Sorin. We can play another Juggernaut Peddler next time, so we'll take that. And then we'll just keep conjuring Peddler. We'll just keep conjuring Peddlers. That's kind of fun. Okay. Yeah. So we know he's playing Emperor Bones, so I think we're gonna bring in all the Marauders because this is non-tokens, right? So we can kill Alinda through that, which is nice. I think we'll bring in the Curators. He's also playing Balmerks and stuff. We see this, so I think we'll bring in an extra Haywire Might. Gorehound's probably not needed. We can drop a Vitonia and a Jet Collector. Peddler was good. Insidious Roots can probably drop down. Maybe we can drop down a single Tyvar. I don't hate Harvester either. But I think we'd rather have Storm. So maybe we'll cut. No, I want to keep those. Let's cut something like that. Do something like that, chat. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Chat, I'm kind of hungry. And I had a pub sub. You guys fuck with Publix? I fuck with Publix. Chicken tender pub sub goes crazy. What do we got? We have black and green with a... we want to be able to jam... What do we want to be? This is kind of awkward because we don't want to do that. We could just jam double captivating and go black. Let's go black source first. We're gonna hold out on the Molt Tender. I'd rather be able to hit Juggernaut turn 2. It takes the Emperor. Hurts us. Little Peddler here. Probably got a gas hand, huh? Yeah. Opponent's got a gas hand. We'll take Sorin. I know he doesn't have the land, but you never know, chat. Cool thing is Molt Tender is incidental grave hate. Which is hot. And now, well, we'll see what he takes. There's a chance we just get Ulamog here, yeah. Does he play Emperor? I hope so. Or is he gonna try and do it next turn? He Overlords instead. Okay. Not good for us, chat. Not good for us. We're gonna get Ulamog. Feels bad. Let's Tyvar and see if we can spin into anything. Another Juggernaut Peddler, maybe? Haywire might. Doesn't do it. Alright. Let's throw game 3. Chat, maybe we do want, like, Thalia, if he's drawing more on the Emperor plan. Oh, he's also bringing, what, Vanishing Verse in? Interesting. We'll try it out. Let's see what we got going here, chat. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Little slow, but yeah. We do get Bird, and we got Marauder too, so I'm feeling good. I don't even know what this does. I saw a creature card from your graveyard. Hot. Let's just play Altar of Dementia. I don't think he knows that we're also technically a combo deck, but nice drop there. Let's grab a white source and play Haywire Mate. This is sorcery, right? Yes. 3 mana. Are we just gonna get Sorens? No. Love to see it. Discards 2 Sorens. It takes the Saint Elenda. Good to know. We find a Molt Tender. We're just chilling. The fact that it took Saint Elenda makes me believe he just has Soren in hand already. But the good news is he got rid of 2 of them. So he Sorens us. We get to Marauder next turn. And at least get rid of Saint Elenda. And then we can disrupt his token. His petty revenge. We can petty revenge his token. He's gonna blow that up in response. We're here for it, chat. Good news that is just exile, so we can still get it back with Chitinous Crawler later. He rumbles, which is fine with us. Stone of Erich is interesting. And then he gets to make a token. Okay, cool. So let's Marauder. We're gonna sack our own Marauder, I think. We'll name Black. It doesn't really matter. We'll kill. Oh no, we can't. It's power 3 or less, chat. What am I, stupid? Do I want to mill? I think so. Find another Haywire Mite. Let's just pass. Is it worth us just hard casting a dragon next turn? Probably. Is this a 3/3? It is. We'll take 4. Is he gonna stone us? He could also Emperor Bones us, but he already skipped past combat. Chat. Our decks are bad. Assemble the team. Going to find what? Emperor Bones? Plays lands, plays stone. He has a mana open, so let's just hard cast the big boy. We'll blow up his stone. I guess we could Dollmaker it too, huh? But doesn't matter too much. Alright, doesn't really matter. Let's name Black. And then we at least get to take out his Soren here. Does he have an Ulamog in the yard? No, he just has Saint Elenda. I mean, he still gets to Emperor us if he wants. He has Overlord instead, so I'm glad we kept the Dollmaker. He finds his 4th Soren. Looks like he has something for it. Of course. Yo, Absent Swords. Soren is ridiculous, chat. They could really nerf it and just say, like, put a vampire with CMC like 5 or less or something. You can still play, like, is Vein Ripper 5 or 6? Vein Ripper 6. Okay, Haywire Mites. That. So we can still swing at Soren to kill, which is cool. Then we can Dollmaker, target the Stormblood, and kill his Overlord. But we are out of gas hand-wise. This costs how much? 2? So we can make a token as well. Out of our Haywire Might. And then we can start trying to mill, but... we don't even... I mean, we could go all in, chat. Super block the Saint Elenda. And then mill 1. Power move. Oh, well, I guess we could have drew a Curse Marauder next turn, but it's fine, you know. I assume we might get something removed. No. But we lose all of those. We can double block the other one. If he has Emperor Bones in hand, that's probably GG's. He also has a looting. So I'm sure he could find something. Hardcast Overlord. You got it. These decks are obnoxious, chat. We're holding our own better than I thought we did. We're like, obviously we've been losing slowly this whole time. But we're in it much longer than I thought we would be. And he gets back Saint Elenda, so he's just trying to go for a hard cast, huh? Yeah, we're not doing anything good here, chat. He's got us. There's no way we're gonna beat another one. Whew! Chat. These decks just aren't good. The decks tonight are just tough. We're gonna play some more, but we're having a very hard time. And this is, I mean, to be fair, this isn't even our deck, chat. This is someone else's chat. Someone else's deck. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think we've ever... Have we ever played Insidious Roots? This might be our first time. Might be our first time, chat. But, okay, after this, we might mess with some other decks. We might brew a little bit here. We'll see. Alright, chat, we're against a diamond player. We are so low, chat. Mythic is tough. Our Mythic is tough because we play against so much random stuff. Yeah, we'll jam this. We might actually lead on Gorehound here. Against Utopia Sprawl, so it might be mono green. Mono green Devo. Green white Devo with Elish Norn. Yeah. That's alright. Unreals. To name this on green and Insidious Roots. Don't need to swing. Invasion of Ixalan. You don't see a lot of people play that. Kiora is a good rip off the top for him. He sprawls. Doesn't Kiora though. This transforms into interesting. Swings at us. Okay. Cool. We find Overlord. Let's go. Land. Whatever. We'll get back Juggernaut Peddler. Make a 1/1. Trigger. Surveil Bird. And then we'll play Molt Tender and do the same thing. We don't need a Vista. Pass back. Impending. Is this whenever? Or is it one or more? One over more. So we can't Bajuka Bog, or we can't Bogart Trawler ourselves. That'd be kind of hot if we could. Alright. Opponent's gonna make a bunch of mana here. We'll see what they do with it. Alright, they are outcasting into a Cure Trigger. I'm still not sure how I feel about Molt Tender. I've seen this played in a few decks. It's like part Deathrite Shaman, but also self-mill. But it exiles any card. It's good with Insidious Roots. I don't know. Opponent is now swinging at that. I think we want to trade it out. Yeah, I'll trade it out. Only 2 cards in hand. Interesting. Let's see what opponent's doing. Let's exile this. Or no, let's get a creature off of Roots. Let's see what they got in their hand. Storm the Festival. It sucks. No, we can. Do we? Oh no, we don't have a land. But now we do. So we can eat his graveyard. Not that it matters. Impending and go wherever. Let's get another big boy on there. Old Growth Troll's fine. I don't mind trading his Trailblazer out again, but we'll see what he drew into. Second troll. Oh, chat, they have so much draw power. Name's Black. What are they? That's interesting, isn't it? We have a Fiend Artisan here, which could, I mean, obviously it's a 5/5 for now, but we could probably go find a Chitinous Crawler. They're kind of just storming off. Chat, there's a fly down here. And a Karn. If you want, so you can exile our graveyard. Chroma's Memorial. Yeah, we got Shrek'd. Chat, we are getting eaten alive, huh? Let's bring in Archon. Let's bring in Haywire Might. Let's bring in Disruptives. Actually, let's bring in Harvesters, too. I don't really love this list so far. Not having fun, chat. We might switch off after this one. We are... Average green turn, yeah. I'm telling you, the last couple streams, every deck we played, we're just getting shreked. Like, I know we're not supposed to be playing, like, the best decks on this stream. But, you know, usually some of them work. But not this time. Not this time. We're getting absolutely dumpstered. I like that we're actually finally playing against some real stuff. Like, Mono Green's a real deck. Abzan Soren's a real deck. Like, we actually got some stuff going on here. You might say, Plum, why didn't you blow up his Utopia Sprawl? And the answer is, I don't know. That's my answer. Let's see what we can spin into. I will take a Molt Tender for sure. And then we can do this. And exile this to make another Insidious Roots. Grab a... I'll take another Tyvar, sure. I guess we could have done that and then played Dollmaker on the Overlord, but I think I want to crack to blow up his Sprawl. Just to slow him down one turn. I mean, Roots plus Tyvar is great. Yeah, Invasion. He gets to... What does this turn into again? A Dino? Whenever you cast a spell, it gains Indestructible. It's a 4/3. You got it. When it finds another Sprawl. Puts it on the naming green, and he swings at Invasion. And he might swing at Tyvar, but he knows we have another one in hand. Swings at Tyvar anyways. Interesting. You got it, Super Chief. Alright, let's Tyvar again. We can do a lot here. Let's Dollmaker first. Target our Battlemark. Bring that back. We mill, and then we can get back... We could get back Haywire Might. I think I'm going to do that. We do that. We can then play Haywire Might. We can then sack to blow up the Sprawl again, because we're gamers. We do that, and then we can mill. Ooh. Let's get back Photonia. How do you... I don't even know. Specialize 2. We could exile a couple things. Since I was... What is the black one? What does the black specialize into? Whenever you conjure a duplicate of target card, exile this creature. It gains mana. A creature enters each... Okay, no, we're not going to do that. Oh, wait. Can we combo with that? Perpetually gains? That's kind of cool. We're just going to play this here. And we're going to swing for 1. We'll pass back. I think, I mean, the obvious stuff for, like, standard or whatever with Corey Steelcutter or the Mice. I don't play standard that much, but it seems ridiculous based on the Pro Tour. But I really hope they give us something in, like, based on what I've been seeing in Discord and stuff for the qualifier play-ins, like, it's just Sorin all the time. So I hope they either get rid of Sorin or they nerf Saint Elenda or either or. Nerf Sorin so it only puts Vamps with, like, CMC 5 or less into play. But I also wish they would unnerf a couple things in Historic. Like, I know they just did Shanty, but, like, Boros is pretty big, so I guess they can't really unnerf Discharge and things like that and Guide, but I don't know. There's some other cards I want to play with, and opponent is swinging at us with... We're going to double block that, because I want to keep our Chitinous Crawler around. But I at least hope we get something fun. I know Edge of Eternities obviously has a... will hopefully have a crazy... What do they call it? Is it called Special Guests in that case? Maybe not. Alright, let's Chitinous Crawler. But, like, if we get some crazy stuff off of that, if we get, like, Valakut, Urza Saga, and the like, you know, it could be kind of nutter butters. What are we doing here? Do we want to bounce our Battlemark again? Kinda. I don't think we can. Should we just bounce Tyvar? And mill? Yeah. I know we try to untap something, but that's okay. We'll get a dedicated Dial Major back, which can then do what? Exile our Molt Tender again. And then we can mill again. Doesn't find anything crazy. We have what, 4 mana open? So we can play Altar. He's just dead, right? Am I correct here? We play Altar of Dementia. And then we can... Oh no, that got exiled. What do we have to come? Oh, we can Molt Tender though, right? Yeah. So if we cast Molt Tender, trigger that auto pay, we can then sack our Molt Tender. And we can do this. Make another whatever, and then we can just keep growing our boys. We can also mill us every time. So we have infinite mill, which is cool. It's very similar to our other Chitinous Crawler combos. But this time we also get to... Oh, but actually this gets like faster, right? Because then we can sack all of the... How many cards? We can sack all of the plants we make. Right? Because they're just going to keep getting bigger. So now we can sack like a 9-10, mill them for 9. Then we can sack an 8-9, mill them for 8. Chat, that's kind of hot. Mill them for 3. Mill for 7. Okay, okay. Look at us go, chat. Speeds up our clock by a lot. We'll probably bring in some sideboard hate. How many cards he has left? 33. We're almost there. 11, 18, 24. Yeah, we're there, right? Can sack all these. Nice. Is there a list of nerfed cards in Historic? Or like... Is there a way to see those? Like, do they have a special tag? Or like, I know we have rebalanced. But like, remember when Crucius? Or Crucius? Crucius. Remember when that card got rebalanced? It was freaking insane. This is pretty good. We can get rid of Viconia, right? We have Harvester plus Peddler. He's gonna Sprawl or Haven. We can Peddler him. She's got a handful of creatures, huh? Or no, all lands. That's pretty good. he just gonna play Juggernaut? Fuck yeah. Get him. Originate black. We'll probably let him hit us for 5. Throws Haven on there. No blocks. We find a land. To play second Insidious Roots. And then what? I don't know. He's trying to find something. Yeah, I was trying to say he's trying to have a Storm the Festival at some point. Kept a big land hand. Finds Tolsimir and Kiora. Tolsimir fights our peddler. Damn. Chat, what am I gonna do with this Harvester of Misery? You're gonna make me hard cast it? Damn, chat. He's gonna make me hard cast it. Ooh, Dedicated Dominator. But I mean, we're too slow to do anything, huh? Chat. Our decks are not good. Not good today. Or Thursday. I'm trying to be out here breaking the format. And I'm not even close to breaking anything. If he hits a Karn off this, we will most definitely concede. Yasharn. Okay, I'm here for it. Love me, Yasharn. Stops our sacrifice combo. But so does Karn. He has more mana. Already Kiora. There's Karn. We'll concede to a Karn. Alright, chat. Oh, boy. I'm telling you, the last... How many decks have we played? We played Streadless Red, Docked Possibility Storm, Living Twister Monument. We played Wandering Minstrel, Tifa, and Abzan Roots. And boy, have we got our butts whipped. We just went, what, 1 and 2 with that? Not good, chat. Not good. I don't think I want to keep playing that. It's not getting anywhere. So let's update that. Let's play something else. I'm sorry, I forget who that was from. Philip? Whoever I mentioned when we got that. But we're gonna move on. Let's revisit that Risen Reef deck I was talking about. This one, because I like the idea of this, chat. So we can play Delighted Halfling, which is hot. We can play... We're just gonna play... Oh, we can play like one Lab Man, too. Are we just replacing Spelunking? Or are we playing these... No, let's replace Spelunking. Okay, so here's the game plan, chat. The game plan is, before we do this, we're gonna exit the game. We're gonna restart Arena. So that you can actually see what I'm doing. But we're gonna play a little Vesperlark Elementals kind of combo action here. We haven't played this deck in a long time, so we will see how it goes. But I feel like Wandering Minstrel could make it better. All right. We are refreshed. We are ready to rock and roll. Beautiful. All right, back to it. Is it still messed up here? Oh, chat, we got... See, I couldn't even tell that we had a pack. You guys are missing out. Look at this. We got a cloud. Nutter butters, dude. Freaking fantastic. All right. So, here's our core. We played this deck before. If you don't know what we're talking about, I'm basing it off of this list from... Apparently, we played it 7 months ago. The main idea is we're going to play Thunderkin Awakener with Risen Reef as a way to get sort of constant value. Now, with that, we played Spelunking at the time, so that every land we got off of Risen Reef came in untapped and sort of let us continue sort of chaining elementals into lands and sort of keep it going. But now we have the Wandering Minstrel, and we played Vesperlark back then because this can be evoked to bring back Thunderkin, it can be evoked to bring back Risen Reef, but now it can also be evoked to bring back Minstrel, which feels pretty strong in my opinion. In order to fuel all of that, we played Scampering Scorcher, which can be reanimated by both Thunderkin and Vesperlark as well. And then, like, if you play that with a Risen Reef out, you get 3 elemental triggers, which is potentially 3 lands, potentially whatever. We're going to play... How many lands am I playing? 25 with 4 modal double face shards. We're going to play Omnath. We want the one that deals damage equal to elementals. So we want to play 4 of these. And we might just want to play a 3-3 split, actually. Because this lets us... Our land, you gain 4 life first time, then it deals 4, and then whatever. Because this also helps keep our chain going off of, like, Risen Reef and stuff. I like Minstrel. I want to play Delighted Halfling. And then we played... We played 4... We played 25 lands. We played Glass... We want to play Glasspool Mimic. I kind of want to play Artillery Enthusiast. But I almost don't even think we need it. Because, like, we could play that turn 1. Discard a Thunderkin to get a Minstrel. Discard a Minstrel to get a Thunderkin. Can discard... Like, if we go turn 1 Enthusiast, we can discard Scorcher to go get an Omnath. And then, like, turn 2 Thunderkin Awakener, and then, like, get going. You can discard Vesperlark or Risen Reef to whatever. I almost feel like it's not completely necessary. Are we going to play 26 lands? We could probably get away with 24. I'm playing 25 in this old list. So what do we want to... We have 2 slots? I have 2 Arboreal Grazers. I guess we could just play Bird of Paradise instead. Along with that, helps make our mana a little bit easier. It feels odd not having any... Whatever. Okay, so yeah, we can do something like this, and then... I guess we can play Starting Towns now, which is hot. I guess we can play... Can we get away with Cavern of Souls? I think so. And then Botanical Sanctums. We have green on that. We have white for breeding pool. Stomping ground. I mean, we can play that off of both of these, plus Bird of Paradise. This can also probably be a 3-3 split to make it easier for Vesper Lark and everything else to come down. Maybe we cut 2 Tavern. No, let's keep 2 Tavern. We can just play like 2 Forests. Chat, what do you think? Minstrel Elementals version 1.0. Alright. Save and exit. Let's chat, you didn't even check if we pass. We do. We passed the Giganta test. Heck yeah. Alright. Let's throw this on this. Minstrel Elementals version 1.0. We could play a Lab Man, but we're not going to. Minstrel. Chat, am I spelling Minstrel right? Am I stupid? Yeah, I'm totally spelling it right. Sick. All right. Bad news is we're going back into best of 1 because we're gamers. So that's what we're up to. But what do you think, chat? Look at this beaut. Look at this beaut. I don't know how we'll do, but we're going to try it out. This is Minstrel Elementals. Again, all these decks are on Moxfield if you want to mess with them yourself. We'll see if we want to include one Lab Man, but we're going into best of 1 because I don't have a sideboard. We'll see how we do. Chat, did I tell you I had someone in Discord message me the other day? They're like, hey, can we talk about your Twiddle Enchantress deck? I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then they just proceeded to tell me it was bad and my execution was lacking. So they messaged me just to tell me my deck was bad. And I was like, oh, I have haters? We have haters, chat? Did we make it? Did we make it? That's a good draw. I felt so proud of myself. There's people that don't like me. Incredible. Oh, chat. Are they playing the deck we were talking about earlier? Chat. Chat. This is exciting. Are we going to see them combo off? I want to see how they built it. We built this a long time ago, but I want to see how they do it. Unless they're not doing it. Yeah, I mean, we played that deck to Mythic on stream. So I don't really know what they're talking about. I mean, it's not like the greatest deck in the world, but it did pretty well for us. I mean, with Soren running around, I'm sure it's not incredible, but you can go off turn 3 and 4 sometimes. Chat, this might not be the deck I thought it was. We can deal... Does he have Collected Company? Probably. Let's just Omnath him, and then we'll play a land. We're gonna Omnath his Lelia. Is he gonna Coco? Dawn's Truce. Chat, I don't even know what that does. Is it just hexproof and indestructible? Okay, we're just chilling. Spicy. Okay, chat, I thought this was the Expedite Inheritance combo, but it is not that. It is not that at all. What do we want to do? Do we want to play second Omnath and just kill his Quintorius? I think so. But we'll keep this one. We'll deal 5 to this. And then let's play land for turn. That's fine. Do we have any elementals in here besides Omnath? No, but we can reanimate it and kill his... yeah, let's do it like that. We'll bring back this Omnath, but we'll keep that one, and then we'll deal 5 to Lelia. We're going to give him a shit ton of cards to fuck with, but... Make your move. What? Yeah, I'll take some cards. Heck yeah, brother. Cool. I'm into it. Guys, Wandering Minstrel is way better than Spelunking, let me tell you that. Is it also worth us running, is it worth us running a Cascading Cataracts as a one-of for Minstrel? So that when we have, like, a team like this, we can give it... At some point, we'll probably find all of our starting towns, so we could give our whole team, like, +4/+4 and swing. What is our opponent playing? Definitely just cards in their binder. Okay, we want to do what? We don't have a white source yet. So let's start there. Let's Risen Reef first. We get a second Risen Reef. Yeah, let's just second Risen Reef. Why not? See where that gets us. We find a bird and we find a lands. We can evoke this. We're not going to get anything back with it, but it gives us 2 more Risen Reef triggers. And then we can play a bird. And then we can swing all of these. I know he gets to trade that out, but then we can bring back an Omnath. We'll attack Quintorius. But we'll deal 7 to him. And we get a land. And then we can... pump the Thunderkin. Chat, I kind of like what we're doing. I know opponent's not playing anything good, but... Can we call this Minstrelmental? Minstrelmental? Minstrelmentals? Minstrelementals, chat! Minstrel Elementals. Minstrelementals. What a name! Oh my gosh, we solved the format. With a name like that, we solved the format, chat. Minstrelementals. It's hard to spell, I'm not gonna lie. It's only 11 o'clock. We've been cruising, chat. Boom. Opponent, where'd you go? Chat, we were doing so well. What's happening? Okay, our opponent gave up. And you know what? That's what we appreciate. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. All right. Cool. Chat, we're 1-0. Look at that. I don't know what we're doing or how it works, but we're 1-0. And this... I mean, even if we don't do well with this deck, it's still more fun. I much rather do stupid elemental shenanigans than sit there and die with Insidious Roots on the board doing nothing, you know? You know, chat? Pretty fire. Yeah, look at his hand. Sweet. Still kind of wish we had, there's a chance we still want to play, like, Looting or Enthusiast, like I said. But I kind of like having, the 1-drops. Like, this is turn 2 Risen Reef into turn 3 Scorcher, which feels gross. Nice. Let's play this on Elemental. So we can play Omnath through counter spells. Opponent not doing anything so far. They play a Rot Priest. Cool. We're gonna jam a Stamper and Scorcher. Get 3 elemental triggers. Nice. Definitely take an extra land. Pass back. So, next turn, we can Omnath plus lands into Delighted Halfling. And just kind of go there. Hopefully hit a second land off the whatever. We're definitely just going to chuck 2 things in front of that and make him pump it. Gives it Overprotect. Ooh, it gains Trample. We have 2 counters, chat. Okay, we find land. So let's Omnath first. Trigger. We find a Minstrel. Which is not really what we wanted, but we do get to gain 4. So we can shock this in, go to 16, gain 4, play Delighted Halfling, swing for 2. And then next turn, we get to Minstrel into Risen Reef, and hopefully that just kind of takes off. We have, what, 6 mana? We can also Minstrel into double Thunderkin. Chat, Minstrel's kind of fire. I actually really like this card. Someone liked my tweet. Wow. 6 views? That's almost 7. Holy moly. I'm famous, chat. But... Space, you hoping for anything from the bands? We don't play it. I don't play a lot of Timeless at the moment. Opponent has a second Overprotect, so that takes us up to 4. And then we should be able to do some stupid stuff here. Okay, and we find a starting town. So let's Risen Reef first. Double trigger. We find a Vespral Arc, which is hot. Lands. Oh, this is going to get kind of crazy, right? And then we can Blast Pool Mimic the Stampering Scorcher and get 6 Risen Reef triggers. Just not hit any lands. Holy shit. Jeez Louise. Okay, at least we can hit him. How did we not spin into any lands off of that? That's crazy. We have double Thunderkin, so let's just get rid of Scorcher. Oh, I guess... Oh. We didn't even play Minstrel, but that's okay. We'll get rid of that one, and then... I kind of want to keep the big one, so let's get rid of another Risen Reef. Oh yeah, I forgot. Should craft your wild cards, huh? Get our free steel cutters back. Serum Snares returns our Delighted Halfling as our only blocker. Hits us for 6, and then, I mean, he's just dead to our Omnath. Cool. Cool. Chat, we're 2-0. I feel like I don't know. We're just gonna keep jamming. We still might, like I said, want artillery enthusiast. There's also like, well, I guess we don't really want Goblin Trap Finder. And I don't really want to play looting. I'd rather have more creatures. Thunderchin, Omnath. Okay, this hand's slow. This hand's good. Might just chuck back the forest. Play tap land. We get to swing with a Thunderchin. But again, like if Risen Reef here was, say, artillery enthusiast, right? We discard this turn 1, and then turn 2 we get to swing Thunderchin, bring back Risen Reef, and sort of get the ball rolling a turn earlier. Impassioned Orator. That sucks, but that's okay. Yes. Cool. No attacks. I think we'll switch a couple things up after this game, chat. Oh my god, I really don't want to play against Life Gain. I will block if he... Actually, no, I won't. He can smack us for 2 if he wants. Ooh! Chat. Yeah, let's just Scorch. And get some triggers going. Cool. I kind of want to keep the Mimics. I think we're gonna swing with the Scorcher. Just to see if he blocks. Because then next turn... Okay, he does. Because then next turn we can Reef. And then swing with Thunderchin. And not care if we lose it and get 6 Reef triggers. He might just eat it though. Yeah, he's playing black-white. Bum, bum, bum. Stooby-dooby-doo. You guys see the Sonic the Hedgehog secret lair? Oh, chat, he killed my thing. What a meanie. We're not gonna block. We can do the same exact thing I just talked about. Okay, so let's go Risen Reef. Trigger. We'll take a Sanctum. We'll take a bird. We'll Thunderchin. Trigger. Get more lands. Get so many more lands. And then we'll swing with Thunderchin and get back Stampede Scorcher. Get all the lands. All the lands, chat. All the lands. Cool. He trades that out. We'll play a Mimic taps and then cool. Okay, so I mean we can Omnath plus Scorcher next turn. And then can we do all of that? Can we Risen Reef, Scorcher, Omnath? Yeah. We got some options. We're gonna do quite a bit here. So let's go Reef first. Trigger. Give me all the lands. Cool. Let's Omnath. We gain 4. Elemental. Maybe we should be playing a Lab Man. Ooh, and we find Vesperlark, chat. Ooh. Ooh. Check this out. Vesperlark. Into another Scorcher. We haven't found a Minstrel yet, but if we do, okay. That evokes, and we can hit Scorcher. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Chat, we might deck ourselves. Okay, let's play Wandering Minstrel. What else do we have in here? Just a Thunderkin? So let's play another... Yeah, right? Yeah, let's play another Scorcher. How many lands am I playing, chat? 25? How many do I have left? 6. Jesus Christ. We have 7 cards left. And we have how much mana left? 3. So we can Thunderkin. Jesus. We know we have a forest on the bottom. Is he dead? No. Maybe. No. Chat. Jesus Christ. Let's just make more tokens. Can I just... No. Okay, chat, we decked ourselves. Whoops. Okay, chat, we might need to play one lab man. No, is he dead? He should be just about dead. Okay, alright, we still got there. That was a fun hand. Sick. Chat, we're 3-0. Alright, let's play one Cascading Cataracts. And ooh, what if we just played like a Wish? Okay. Sorry. Let's play... We'll drop a forest. We're going to play one Cascading Cataract. So that way, if we have Wandering Minstrel plus all 4 starting towns, we can give all of our Scampering Scorcher tokens +4/+4 off of Minstrel's ability. Which is cool. And then, what are your thoughts on a Wish? Like just one. In place of like a single Vesper Lark. Yeah? And then we can play like... Oh, that's not how you spell it. Laboratory. Can play one lab man. We don't have a way to draw cards though. We have Omnath. Yeah, we could probably play lab man if we're making that much mana. Maybe. Or do we just want to play Jace? Or do we even need a Wish? No, we don't need a Wish. Let's keep trying how it is. Let's just start with Cascading Cataract. And we'll go from there. Alright, let me update this. We are currently 3-0. Alright, chat, we're doing great. And chat, isn't this way more fun? Don't we like this one way better? We're in Historic Frozen. We don't have Thoracle. Because they hate us. Tainted Pact made Thoracle die for our sins. Unfortunately. I would if I could. I mean, is there... What are we playing that's not... Wandering Minstrel. Is this all available in Pioneer? What am I playing that's not Pioneer, Lido? Birds of Paradise? We could find something else. Oh, Vesperlark. But you could play like a... how's this hand? Pretty good. Yeah, there's Jace, the mill one. Need 4 mana, but... We'll see if Cascading Cataracts is better. Turn 1 Bird, and then we can turn 2 Reef. Same thing as I was talking about. This is a situation where if we replace the mana dorks, this could be, ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Then we'll name Elemental here. Like, that could have been turn 1 Artillery Enthusiast, discard Risen Reef, go find another 3-drop, and then we could have Thunderkind on turn 2, rather than ramp. But I think we're okay doing what we're doing. What is that Jace called? Wielder of Mysteries? We'll see if he removes anything here. Hopefully it's not exile-based removal. No, perfect. Okay. So, I think we're just gonna... Thunderkin. We'll just kind of set up for another turn. We'll swing 1 and bring back Risen Reef. Find a Glasspool Mimic, and then we'll play Bird into Delighted Halfling. And then that dies, and then next turn we can, like, Vesperlark anything he kills. Ooh, that's annoying. But that's why we're playing Minstrel, right? Is this counter it if it deals damage to him? Whenever you or a permanent comes to target, counter that's... Okay, yeah, so we also have to have things for that. So, let's go Thunderkin first. Risen Reef. Put that on the field. Hit him for 2. Scampering Scorcher. Put that on the field. Trigger. We find second Scorcher. Beautiful. We have, what, 2 mana? So then we can do this and then copy Scorcher and get 3 more triggers. There's our Omnath. And then that dies. And then we might get board wiped here, but then we can play Omnath. Days Undoing. Oh, our opponent is not playing a real deck. Chat. Ooh, okay. We found our Minstrel. So we just have to remember to keep 1 mana open. So oh, we have to swing first. I'm sorry. Right? No, he just shuffled that back. That kind of sucks, huh? We could also just Minstrel and give everything +2/+2, but it's halved anyways. And we can also... So let's go this Omnath first. Draw. And then let's play second Omnath. Do we have a mana open? No. So this is going to get countered. But that's okay. And then no attacks. Because this prevents 1 from everything, right? Yeah. We might have just overcommitted to the board. And we're going to get wiped here. Teferi's fine. Bounces a single Omnath. And then plays Bottomless Pool. To bounce what? Minstrel? Sure. Scorcher. Okay, so let's throw Minstrel again. How much does it cost to activate? All? And then we can... Is he dead? Yeah, right? Yes. Cool. Alright, so Minstrel's just like another win con by itself. Especially with birds plus halfling. So, I mean, that's another reason we don't play the discard creature. Interesting. We could have done... I think we could have killed him the turn before. I didn't really need to play out the Omnaths. But that's alright. It's alright, chat. We're learning. We're growing. We make mistakes. And we own up to them. Vesperal Arch Scorcher. Not feeling it. This is kind of sweet. And we got a Cataract, but I think we're going to chuck that back. We'll go turn 1 Halfling. It's kind of hot, chat. I'm having a good time so far. Could draw Gigantha. Chat, look at this. We even get to play Gigantha. It's an elemental. That's value. That's value. Oh. Maybe we... I guess we don't need... I don't really want to play this Scorcher yet into an Ooze, so I think we'll just draw. I guess we also have Gigantha as a way to activate Minstrel as well. Circle of Dreams, Druid. Swing for 2, maybe? Please? No? Please, Bueller? Alright, let's... Ooh, Thunderkin's good. Okay. Let's just play our Omnath. We get to draw a card, at least. Nothing. Chat, we're looking for a Risen Reef. Is there anything else we can play to tutor Risen Reef? They need to give me, like, Flamekin Harbinger or something. Somberwald Sage. What a baller. This adds, what, 3 mana for creatures? Verdant Dread. What are we doing with Verdant Dread? Chat, I really don't want to play these 250 card decks, but I like what our opponent's doing. But give me something a little more real, you know? I mean, we get to gain 4. We can just play Gigantha. Alright, so, chat, right now we're kind of figuring out that when we don't have Risen Reef, that doesn't do a whole lot. So maybe we need to mulligan more aggressively. We might see a double block from Screws plus whatever, but we did not. Oh, okay. Chat, we just got Galted into Atraxa and Haunt with Shrieker. Jesus Christ. We really need a Risen Reef, chat. It's always the 250 card decks that just, like, we fizzle out or get ripped on. Ooh, we could play Overlord here, right? No. This is 3 mana only for creatures. Vesperlark. Chat, we're gonna concede. I think we have to be better at mulliganing. We, like, always need Risen Reef. Big brain. Big brain. Boom, bam, 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 bam. I'm kind of bummed that Abzan Roots list wasn't very good in Historic. I kind of like the idea of that deck a lot, especially with the Chitinous Crawler combo built in. We have Minstrel. Okay, let's take our own advice. We'll keep this. If he thought seizes us, we're fine. If he... whatever. But we just need Arisen Reef. Taste of the Uneaten Feast. You got it. Ooh. Chip in for a point of damage. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, brother. We'll play Elemental. Opponent spent their first turns doing nothing, so Minstrel's great off the top. We might just set up here, so we might just Minstrel next turn. He finds a guide, gains 1. Maybe goes into a Prani, a Johnny Pridemate, yeah. A Prani? A Johnny Pridemate? Can we call it Pranis? Gains 5, blah, 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 and then pass. Okay. Yeah, let's just set up, I think. We'll name Elemental. I mean, we could evoke... Let's see. Let's just see if he takes the bait and blocks my Pridemate. Or blocks my Reef with his Pridemate. He doesn't need to, but he could. No, he doesn't. What a nerd. What a nerd. Why are we not swinging an opponent? Interesting. Alright, let's Risen Reef. What if we got reprieved? Chat, I would be so sad. Omnath is a good draw. Thunderkin's a great draw. We're just chilling. I'm just chilling. We'll just hang out. Can drop an Omnath next turn. Pridemate is fine. No pressure from opponent, because they're on a silly life gain deck. Also, chat, what was I doing the other day? The fact that when opponent has enough life gain triggers that it runs out your timer as they resolve, that makes me upset. I think I had like... Oh, we were playing the Hawk and Mist deck. We're gonna... No, we're not. We're not gonna block. We're gonna take 6. And I got a Plat Angel out, and my opponent, like, went through their whole deck and didn't have anything. We're gonna play Omnath before our land drop in case we hit one off a Risen Reef. It'd be preferable if we hit 2 off a Risen Reef, but we'll see. And we did not hit anything. That sucks. Elemental. We do get to gain 4. No attacks. We'll just hang back. If we did hit a land off of that, we could have went into Scorcher and then hopefully whatever, but opponent's not really doing anything, so they wrap it up. A lot of non-games today, chat, where our deck either does nothing or our opponent does nothing. We haven't really had anything that goes, like, back and forth, you know? What are we? 5-1? Interesting. Interessante, chat. Not gonna keep this. I'm not gonna stay on for too much longer. I've been going for a little over 3 hours. I don't love this hand either. Sure. I don't like that setup. Bum, 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 bum. This hand's slow. Also sucks that opponents play authority that consoles. So, oh, it's gonna be a tough one, huh? We'll be all right. We hope. Dazzling. Oh yeah, love to see it. What's up with all these life gain? These life gain decks, chat. Where are all these coming from? Give me a lands. Minstrel's fine too, I guess. We can. I mean, Exemplar of Light. Oh, chat, you hate to see it. I feel like the games where we go turn 2 Risen Reef are just incredible. Let's see. I mean, opponent's going to gain so much life here. Turn this Exemplar into a beater. We get some lands here, though. Thunderkin into that. We'll play Thunderkin. Once got a 9/9, baby. Maybe tomorrow we'll start with this deck. I think I want to play more of it. It's actually pretty fun. We might be able to build a sideboard for it. It obviously feels better suited for best of 1, but Elementals has some decent stuff to mess with. Okay, they're going to smack us for 13. I don't think we're actually going to be able to win this one, chat. Authority of the consoles hurts us quite a bit. But we're going to try our damn best. Try our damn best. Sure. Sure. Land for turn. We're gonna vote this and get another Risen Reef trigger. But we got nothing going on here, chat. Second Minstrel. Damn. Alright, we'll concede there. We'll concede there. Alright, let's play a few more. And then we'll call it for this evening. Kind of a low-key stream tonight. But at least we found a deck that's doing alright. And is more fun than the first couple we played. I want to know what else people are brewing Wandering Minstrel in. Like, obviously Modern is Amulet Titan and stuff, but... he's, I like that in the decks you're going to play him in, such as like this one where we're just dumping lands on the field. If you're playing Starting Town, it's like its own little package, you know? Okay, now this hand does not have Risen Reef, but we do have Omnath on turn 3 with a Minstrel on turn 2. Should we try it? Or do you think we're going to lose? I think we're going to lose. We're going to do this hand instead. Was that a good idea? Probably not. But like, Minstrel's so fun. I see him played in a few Commander things a lot. That was a great draw, actually. Oh, no, there's a deck we were supposed to... Chat, there's a deck I forgot to look into. Shoot. It was... Someone's gotta have played it, right? I think it's popular right now. There's like a Pioneer Scapeshift list. Shoot, I don't know if I can find it. I feel like I saw it on Twitter. Wandering Minstrel, Pioneer Steam Shift. Alright, we found a Glasspool Mimic. We're just gonna play the Risen Reef. Hope we don't die next turn, but we will take an extra land. Oh, chat, I found it. Is this what I'm thinking of? Yes. How does it win? Thoracle? Okay. We probably have most of this deck. Maybe we'll play this tomorrow. Interesting that he didn't put that on the Vindicator with double, but that's okay. Do we just have to Scorcher here? We could also Minstrel land into Risen Reef. That might kill us. Might have to block with these reefs. But we can Vesper Lark plus Scorcher. Okay, we'll probably play this deck tomorrow. Pioneer, Thoracle, Lumra. What is Lumra? Bellow of the Woods. Vigilance Reach when it enters. Toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Mill 4. Return all land cards to your graveyard to the battlefield tap. That sounds sick. Chat, we're gonna block here and we're gonna throw that. If he has any pump spell, we die to the Vindicator, obviously. If he has any burn spell, we die. If he has anything, we die. Embercleave kills us. For sure. I don't know how many Lumras we have. Let's export this. Where is it? This one? Chat, look at this deck. Oh, we're missing a lot, huh? Okay, I do have all the Lumras. I only have 2 Memory Deluges. How many Nisses do I have? Just 1. This finds your bear, so it's kind of necessary. Interesting. I can craft. I don't really want to craft another Narcissus Reversal. Why do we have a Yorion here? What is the other Heritage Reclamation? Oh, that's fine. Maybe we just play another negate. I'll craft both of the Deluges, I guess. Can we not just play stock ups? No, I guess not. You're just playing a ton of lands. Okay, I'll have to figure out how to get... Nissa seems pretty important because it finds your Lumra, but I don't have Mythics at the moment, chat. But we'll figure something out. He's playing 4 push, 3 heritage, 1 negate. We're gonna play 2 negate, plus a reversal, and then he's playing 2 thought distortion. 1, 2. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. But this looks pretty sick, doesn't it? This looks hot as heck. Especially Minstrel, and then you can, like... We might have to watch some gameplay to see how it works, but... I'm into it. Alright, let's play... Oh, it's late. Let's play 2 more games, and then I will finish there for today. We'll call it. Long stream tonight, boys. And did we actually do anything? Not really. Yeah, we'll keep this a bit slow with no one drop, but I think we'll be fine. Ooh, maybe not. Might have done goofed on that one, chat. Might have done goofed. Okay, he didn't kill us turn 2, which is great. Love to see it. We'll play a Thunderkin. Pass back. Switch shot, show off. Does he have a card to draw? Quite the creature heavy hand from opponent here. Ooh, he's played Shore Up. Opponent is on like discount wizards, but it still packs quite a punch, chat. Ow! We don't like that. We're gonna die. Too slow. Much too slow. Mentor's Guidance, copies, trigger, and we're dead. Rip. Best of 1 is tough. Best of 3 is tough. That Sultai Shapeshift deck looks cool as frick. People are playing Amulet Titan. We haven't tried Rydia yet. I've seen people have been playing her in quite a few things. Town's upgraded. Wandering Minstrel. Oh, this is similar to our... What does Papa UFO do? That's that artifact that returns cards to your hand, right? Put a land card from your hand on battlefield until end of turn. This creature is based on towns you control. Interesting. We're not going to swing into the Raptor. Opponent is on what? Mardu? Or maybe 4-color? Birthing Ritual. Zendikar's Royal, Risen Reef. Nah. Nah, chat. We're going to play it our way. Ballad of the Realms. Wandering Slivers. Interesting. Kind of spicy. Fabled Mirror Breaker is good for us. Oh, here's just a Simic Shapeshift list. Opponent swings for 2. Nothing on our end. We're gonna actually play our Risen Reef here. Maybe hit a land. Fantastic. Maybe we can jam this Omnath next turn. And just take care of the Raptor so we can start swinging. But we'll see. Yeah, maybe we'll mess with some Shapeshift builds. I like what we've been doing with Minstrel so far. But we'll also have to see what they do tomorrow. Hopefully we get some fun stuff. Unnerfed or re-nerfed or whatever. Chat, why are we always playing 130 cards above 100? Opponent swings with both. I don't really feel like blocking. Maybe we'll Omnath kill his Delny. And then play a land and put a counter on Awakener. Oh, chat, do you remember we played that Oketra's Monument deck a little while ago? I want to try that again with Thunderbond Vanguard, because then it makes all the tokens you make off of Monument into Vanguards. Are we gonna die next turn? I don't think so. Maybe. Let's Scorch. Okay, I think that was worth it. We have some blockers. And then we can Omnath next turn. And hopefully... we probably want to chuck a Scorcher under the bus, too. If he swings at us. Because then we can Omnath. We can Risen Reef plus Vesperlark to bring back the Scorcher, or we can just... whatever. We'd like to find a Minstrel, too, but... I don't think we need it right now. Caretaker, yep, you got it. But that mono waitlist might be cool with Thunderbond Vanguard, because you can make a lot of copies of Vanguard very fast. Alright, Protomates. Whatever. Swings at us as Raptor. Is he gonna come at us with the Vanguard too? Yes. We're gonna chuck this under the bus. We'll take the 2. And then find a starting town, which is hot. So let's go Omnath. I want to kill the Reflection, I think. We'll definitely take the land. Let's put a thing on that. Cool. We're going to play second Reef, and I think we're going to swing this Awakener into him. Let's pump up this. Play our starting town. Pump up this. And then let's swing here. We'll bring back that. Make a bunch of tokens. Get more lands. There's our Minstrel. We whiff on all that. But we'll turn that into a 4/5, whatever. He can block with his Vanguard. Okay. I mean, that sets us up to hopefully close out the game next turn. He'll block and block. We have 4 blockers. We have to discard. Let's get rid of most of our whatever. We can get rid of a Scorcher. We can get rid of another Minstrel. Get rid of 1 Vesperlark. And then next turn, Minstrel, Omnath, Scorcher. Do we have enough mana for that? Yeah. And we get, well, plus an extra land, whatever we get off that. Then we can play Thunderkin, hit another Scorcher. We also have 2 starting towns already for Minstrel. Caretaker's Talent doesn't really do much for him. He's gonna make a token. Swings all. I mean, his Omnath just... I get to block his Goblin for free. So... interesting. I'm not going to take bait if that's... I don't know what he could have, but we don't really care. Okay, so let's throw Minstrel first into Omnath. We get to gain 4. At least. Cool. Okay, so let's throw Botanical, gain 4. And then we can put a counter on something. Nice. Risen Reef. And then hopefully this starts to get a little out of hand. Let's put it on there. It doesn't matter. We get to add 4 more mana. Find another Reef, which is disgusting. Landfall. Put it on there, whatever. We hit opponent for 4. Let's play 4th Reef. And then we can do a lot here. Let's Lark. We don't have a ton of cards left. We'll put it over here. Let's bring back Scorcher. Everything gets haste. You can put more lands on the field. There's our Cataracts. We might see the Cataract plan come into play here, chat. Did we already play our land for turn? I don't remember. Yeah, we did. Okay. But we can still activate this. So how much does this Omnath do? 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we smack him for 4. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh no, we just killed ourselves, right? No. I'm sorry. That's other Omnath draws a card. I gotta remember that. All right, we hit him for 4, and then we can just Scorch again, right? And get 3 more bodies. And then swing all. Ooh, chat. That's hot. We had the option to Minstrel there too, and give everything +4/+4. But very cool. Very cool. I will freeze there for today. That was a very long stream. We went, what, 6 and 3? Not too shabby in best of 1. But, recap. We played Minstrel Tifa. It looks really cool. But just didn't really do anything in practice. I based this off a modern list that was basically Amulet Titan without Titan. But not having Green Sun Zenith and, like, I don't know, Tifa just dies so easily, and it didn't really do much of anything. I like that you get to play so many utility lands, and we kind of wombo comboed some people with Shapeshift, which is a cool little, you know, most of the time one-hit kill with Tifa. But what we ended up going 2 and 2. It didn't do much of anything. We tried this Abzan Roots list, which was cool with the Chitinous Crawler combo with Insidious Roots and Altar of Dementia, along with Tyvar, to just keep playing something over and over, and then you can sack all the tokens you make in order to kill the opponent. But same idea. Looks really cool. In practice was just slow, clunky. Dollmaker plus Overlord, and the actual combo itself was just hard to assemble when our opponents are playing Sorens and dropping Saint Alendas and just destroying us on turn 3. So this came from someone on Moxfield. I mentioned it earlier, Philip something. I appreciate the list they were making and messing with, but at least for us, it didn't do that well at the moment. But I look forward to jamming it in the future. Maybe some updates. I like this core of Tyvar and Chitinous Crawler a lot, actually. And Moltender was actually pretty good during those games. It hasn't impressed me before, but I actually didn't mind it. And then finally, we just brewed this on stream. This list was kind of sick. I think we can refine it a little bit more, mess with a few numbers. We might want to try Artillery Enthusiast. We didn't get to play the Cataracts, but with like Wandering Minstrel and even some other stuff, like starting towns, I wonder if we don't even need it. We pretty much have starting town every game, so we can probably keep the mana a little smoother and just play the forest. But I like this deck a lot, actually. Very straightforward, very fun. Leads to some cool looking board states. Maybe we'll soup up a sideboard for it and try and take it into best of 3, but we might just get stomped there too. But we'll see. And then, yeah, overall, okay day. Kind of, like I said, low-key stream. Didn't do anything crazy with our decks. Nothing stood out. But the Elementalist was probably the best deck we played today. And then tomorrow, we're going to try and play this. Again, I don't have wild cards. Because Plum is poor. So we'll switch some stuff around. But this deck looks pretty fun too. So I think we'll play this and see how it goes. But anyways, thank you for hanging out. Listen to me blab and play poorly for the last 4 hours or so. We should be back tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock, for some more jank. And then keep a lookout for the article on MTGA Zone this week about the decks we played on Thursday. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. And if I don't see you, have a good start to your 4th of July week. Bye.